wife. You could say I was a fish vet. Used to chase bags on the Ave, now it's big checks. They can't stop us, wait coppers when I bitch press.
Welcome to Boom Bap Nation live interactive series. I'm your host, the Inphamus Amadeuz. Follow me on all social media platforms at the Inphamus Amadeuz, and follow my new FM radio show, The Inphamus Hour, airing in 4 different FM radio markets as we strive to bring you legendary hip hop and new hip hop artists worldwide. Here in the Inphamus Hour, Boom Bap Nation live interactive series, we're bringing to you a unique experience where you'll be able to communicate with artists. We'll talk to some of your favorite artists, past and present. And right now, I mean, talking about one of the favorite artists from the 90s and even moving past that. One of the premier artists, not only in the artist aspect, but in acting as well. Fredro Starr, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Boom Bap Nation? What's popping?
What's popping? Just started this conversation. I kind of want to ask you about your relationship with Jam Master Jay. What Run DMC meant to hip hop culture was just simply amazing. But in your experience as well, how did that whole connection with Jam Master Jay start?
Rest in peace to Jam Master Jay from Run DMC. I always call Jam Master Jay the architect of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? He's like the guy who kind of made hip hop cool when it was kind of not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, he brought the flavor to Run DMC. He was the street element. He was what people wanted to feel. You know what I'm saying? He brought that to Run DMC. So Jam Master Jay, man, meeting him was like meeting Moses. Like I just told my man, he's like Moses in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? If there was a Bible, Jam Master Jay would be Moses. You know what I'm saying? He was the godfather of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And meeting him, it's funny how we met Jam Master Jay. It was a freak nigga. Freak nigga is like a party on the beach for all the colleges. You know what I'm saying? In the summertime. So it was like mad people on the beach. This is like 1980. This is like 1989. You know what I'm saying? So we on the beach, there's crazy people out there. I'm talking about thousands of people on the beach. So going home after the beach, everybody trying to go home on a highway. So as everybody going home on a highway, it's a traffic jam. You know what I'm saying? The cars ain't moving. It's like you move 5 miles and you stop, and it's like stop and go. Jam Master Jay van was right next to our van. You know what I'm saying? So we saw Jam Master Jay and his brother Marv, rest in peace to Marv. We saw smoke coming out their van. Niggas was blowing it down. So we like, oh shit, my nigga Big DS. Rest in peace to Big DS. He was like, yo, Jam Master Jay right there. We like, what? Oh shit, you know me, nigga. I jumped out the van like, yo, Jay, what up? What up? Could we smoke with you? He was like, yeah, get in the van. So now we in the van with Jam Master Jay, like we in the van with Jam Master Jay, my nigga, in the ill van, like TVs, boom, bop, the shit loud, some old customized van. So we in the van smoking with Jam Master Jay on the highway. So we got the nigga for like an hour, 2 hours in the traffic jam. He ain't going nowhere. We got the nigga, you know what I'm saying? And while we had him, we just was freestyling with the nigga, just smoking with the nigga. And we just became friends. You know what I'm saying? We just became friends, really. It really started on some friendship shit. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't asking for no record deal or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It just was like some organic, oh shit, them niggas smoke. The weed, it was the weed. The weed was the connection we had. You know what I'm saying? Because if we didn't smoke, we wouldn't have been smoking in the van with the nigga. Yeah. You know? I had them blue bags from Princess Black. And niggas know in Queens, the blue bags from Suffin and Princess Black, 118th and Suffin, the blue bags. when I smoked that shit, Jay was like, yo, where you get this shit? I'm like, Southside. He's like, oh, you from Southside? I'm like, yeah. You know, so the weed was the connection we had, man. So after we met Jay, he gave us his number. He was like, yo, man, I'm going to probably be starting a record label in a couple of years. So, like, you know, we kept in touch with Jay. You know what I'm saying? We went to his, you know, wedding receptions and shit like that, calling Jay. He come through smoking niggas and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then he got the bag from Russell. He was like, yo, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So by that time, we was ready to go too.
What was the temperature like in Queens at that time? Because a lot of amazing artists have came from that area, like that South Side, Jamaica, Queens area. And also, what was it like growing up around that time as well? Being able to witness the birth of hip hop, because that must have been an amazing time amongst itself.
Yeah, like I be telling people, like a lot of people born and hip hop is already here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I was born, there was no hip hop. You know, you had Michael Jackson. He was the hottest shit. All the kids was wearing Michael Jackson jackets. Niggas had high water pants, all that shit, my nigga. Niggas, I wasn't going that far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the niggas moonwalk like Michael Jackson was hip hop because he was the coolest shit popping at the time. So I saw the elevation of this shit. I seen when Curtis Blow came through. I seen, you know, movies like Beat Street and, you know, Breakin' and them type of movies, you know what I'm saying? And the breakdance shit. But when I seen Slick Rick, when I heard Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying, in Queens in 86 at Baisley Park, that's when hip hop hit me in the heart, man. That's when I was like, yo, I want to do this shit. I saw the people expression in the park. It was a park called Baisley Park, you know what I'm saying? Me and Cheeks from the Lost Boys, my man P.I., we used to go to the park and we used to rhyme. We used to freestyle in the park with the OG niggas like Grandmaster Vic, God of Rock, Spank G. So I was like 16 at the time, you know what I'm saying? Little nigga, little skinny nigga, little nigga. But we was getting under the ropes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to get under the ropes to get the mic, you know what I'm saying? Or you was gonna be looking at the crowd, or you gonna be entertaining the crowd. You know what I'm saying? At the age of 16, I was like, fuck that. I'm going under the ropes, got to the mic. And when I got to the mic, I just was freestyling the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? I got tapes on YouTube and all that. Fredro Starr at Baisley Park. And my style was mad, like, I was rhyming like niggas rhyming from Atlanta right now. I had the country style. My shit was like on some smooth, slick Rick, you know, Snoop Dogg type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got my start in Queens. And during that time in Queens, 86, 87, it was all about the crack era. That's when crack, you know what I'm saying? It was, Queens was like just crackheads every fucking where and rich niggas and crackheads. Drug dealers and crackheads, that's all you had. You know what I'm saying? And you had the regular square niggas or whatever running around, but everybody was selling drugs. Everybody had 8-ball jackets. Niggas had Jettas, the kitted Jettas, Acura Legends, Suzuki Samurais with the top off, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I experienced coming up in hip hop. Like, I didn't start, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started from the streets, from the park era. You know what I'm saying? That's how far I go back with the hip hop shit.
In your opinion, I don't want to fast forward too far, but you mentioned a good point that, you know, you guys were from the streets and your music resonated for where you're from. Do you think hip hop has kind of lost that aspect in general, and why do you think it's lost that type of authenticity?
Nah, I don't think it lost it. I think it just expanded to different sounds and shit. And it's just a different time in life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different movement with the internet. But you still got guys preserving the culture. Hip hop ain't never die. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got guys that still, even yourself, you know what I'm saying? The way you rhyme, like, you still got guys. Pawn self. You still got guys that's, you know what I'm saying, representing, still doing that boom bap shit, that real rap. So you just got to know where to find it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it lost anything. I just think it gained a lot of bullshit, a lot of other shit that came with it. went in a different direction, and you know, niggas see the bag and see, you know, you can go pop and you can do this, and so everybody want to get paid. That's what hip hop is about, trying to get the money. So niggas is trying to get the bag, and most times niggas trying to get the bag, it's not authentic art. You know what I'm saying? The art is not authentic. Niggas is doing it for a certain reason. But the true artists who do the other type of music is hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucks with all types of rap, all types of hip hop. If it's dope, if it's hot. You know what I'm saying? And I think I can tell the originality to the fake niggas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word.
Talk to me quickly about how the group Onyx actually formed. It was basically late 80s into the 90s. And then you guys decided to take a path. You kind of just explained what made you want to be an MC, but what made you take the group approach as opposed to going solo out the gate?
I was always solo. I was always solo. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing, like I said, when I was doing Baisley, I was a solo rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I came in the game. Big DS was my best friend. You know, and Son C, Suave, he was my best friend. So we all went to school together. So it was more, when you coming up, it's like a friendship. You know what I'm saying? That made the group. It was more like, yo, this is my nigga. He love hip hop. Yo, this my nigga, he love hip hop, and yo, this is what we gonna do together. You know what I'm saying? And we made a record called We Do It Like This. On Profile, 1991, we got signed. And it was a single called We Do It Like This, produced by my man B Wiz. Rest in peace to B Wiz. And it was called We Do It Like This. We landed a single on Profile, and it didn't work out too well. You know, we wasn't getting the love we wanted. So, you know, niggas start doing other shit. But yeah, man, it was just a friendship. That's what made the group happen. It was a friendship. We wasn't even thinking about the money or anything. It was just like Onyx was my niggas, man. Big DS and Son C was my niggas. Still my niggas. Word.
93, we got the debut album from Onyx, certified platinum. I think you guys peaked like number 10 in the top Billboard charts. To have hardcore, that type of energy, I don't think hip hop ever really seen anything like that before you guys. When you guys actually created these type of records and put it on wax, and we saw the videos, that was very true to life, wasn't it?
Yeah. Put like this, we were shooting all our videos in Southside Jamaica. This shit was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was official. It wasn't nothing like, you know what I mean? Niggas was in the hood, and it was official. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say, you know, hip hop is, you can't be too critical when you listen to hip hop or music in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't be too critical. You just listen to it and have a good time the same way you watch a movie. It's real, but at the same time, it's entertaining. That's why it's called the music business. And a lot of times, I think people get that shit mixed up, and then it cross paths, and then it could be destructive at times. So, you know, you got to know how to balance that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I actually want to ask you specifically about some of the records that we know you guys as Onyx for. Talk about the story behind Slam. Slam was a super aggressive. I'm sure a lot of guys got stomped on in the tunnel. A lot of fights went down on this record. How did that whole record come about?
But it's crazy though, because the record Slam is really not an aggressive record. Like the beat is the beat is not a dark beat. You know what I'm saying? When Shot Skills made that beat, first of all, Slam was the last record we made on the Back the Fuck Up album. We made the album, you know what I'm saying? 2 years, man. Going up we was going to what's the name of the studio? Chung King. We was up at the studio with the Apollo. You know what, Apollo had a studio, right?
I didn't know that.
The Apollo, nigga. We was doing a lot of work at the Apollo. A lot of the album got recorded at the Apollo studio. We was running around in Apollo.
So in the actual Apollo theater, they had a studio.
They had a yeah. So we was doing a lot of album in the Apollo. We would come out, 125th Street is popping, and we go back upstairs and record. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was ill. But so we doing a whole album. 12, 13 joints. We got a meeting with Leo and shit. Leo Cohen, he's the president of Def Jam. Mike Kaiser is the radio guy, you know what I'm saying? So we in a meeting with those guys, and they're like, yo, the album is crazy. We playing Shifty and Throw Your Guns and Bitch Ass Niggas. We playing all that shit. They loving it. But they like, yo, we need a radio record. We need something for radio. So we was like, all right, we went back to the drawing board, and so Shy Skills had to go make some more beats and shit. And so he came back with Slam. He came back with the Slam beat, and I was like, yo, I don't like that shit, man. Shit sounds soft, man. Like, you know, I don't know. That nigga Jam Master Jay was like, yo, this is the one right here, my nigga. This is the one. So I was like, all right, fuck it. If Jay say this is the one, we gonna move with it. So then we caught the vibe. Since now we got the beat, we caught the vibe from Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit video. Yeah. Niggas was, cause MTV was popping. Like we was watching MTV, you know, Cypress Hills and all them niggas was on MTV and Nas Effects and all that shit. So, but they was also playing rock and roll videos like Nirvana. So we saw the Nirvana, we caught the vibe. We was like, yo, look at this shit. These niggas slam dancing and shit. And then fuck, you know, this shit was just an ill vibe. We was like, yo, we gonna bring this shit to hip hop, my nigga. And we came up with the slam shit, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of this, little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? And came up with the wham. We just, I don't know, it was just like, you know, it was just a mixture of things, and we came up with that. Yeah. And then that was that. Shit went 4 million out the gate. Singles. You know? Yeah. You guys definitely created what I would call the urban mosh pit in a sense, where it was like, you know, the urban thing. So another record, Throw Your Guns Up. And I gotta say, like, these song titles, these song titles are so not what we would consider commercial in 2020. Nah, yo, that nigga Jay you know what that nigga Jay told us? He said, yo, I want y'all niggas to be the baddest niggas in hip hop, man. I'm giving y'all niggas just fucking be wild. I don't give a fuck. You know, because I think Jam Master Jay came from that Run DMC, and, you know, I see the pictures with the Beastie Boys and shit like that. Yeah. And I think he wanted us to be the Black Beastie Boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, yeah. Yeah, like, you know, he never said that, but I think he used the Beastie Boys blueprint with us. Like, okay, like the Beastie Boys were some niggas, you know, some punk niggas from, you know, the Lower East Side or whatever they was from. And we was just some Queens niggas, some ghetto niggas. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna make the ghetto street niggas of the Beastie Boys. And that's what Onyx is, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, records like Throw Your Guns and, you know, Bitch Ass Niggas and Nigga Bridges, that shit was just some shit. We was all in the studio fucking popping fucking mess tabs, man. You know what I'm saying? Word. Straight up. Yeah, it was a much different time. Another Onyx record, my favorite Onyx record, Last Days. I mean, that the instrumental was dope. The video was dope. How did that whole record come about? Yeah, man, fucking Last Days, B. Oh, man. So, yeah, the first album was, like I said, was produced mainly by Shy Skills. And, you know, Shy Skills, he went his different direction, you know, doing beats for LL and fucking Shaq and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking to this nigga, he like, yo, I'm at my fucking Shaq crib, nigga. Like, bragging about that shit. I'm like, fuck you, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But, so yeah, Shy was off doing his thing. He had the, you know, the Purple M3 running around and shit. So, yeah, we couldn't catch up with that nigga. So we started doing beats. You know what I'm saying? We grabbed the S950, grabbed the SP1200, grabbed the MPC60. We started doing beats, you know what I'm saying? So the second album, me, Sticky, and we had this nigga named Adolf the Assassin, Aguilar, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Aguilar, shout out to Aguilar. He was a fucking little kid. He was a little badass nigga when we had that nigga with us and shit. Yeah. So we kidnapped that nigga Aguilar. He knew how to program and shit. So he was like, kind of like, you know, teaching us, not teaching us, but holding us down with the beats. And then I became a beast with this shit, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I was up. Nigga, I lost my girl making beats, my nigga. Damn. She was like, you love beats? You love making beats more than me? I was like, yup.
We're back, live interactive Boom Bap Nation series. Make sure you follow Boom Bap Nation on social media platforms. We apologize because for some reason Facebook does not support this legendary artist.
Crazy.
We played a video, and instead of paying royalties, they think that they should cut us off. Me and Fredro Starr about this behind the scenes. I mean, we can say what we want. This is our own platform. Legendary Fredro Starr, to build a round of applause for him. I might as well add the sound effects, Fredro.
Yeah, add the sound effects, man. Make it pop. Make it pop.
So before we actually got cut up, I actually wanted to talk to you about acting because, I mean, you played many roles. What made you kind of decide to dip into the acting field?
Oh, man, it's like, when a bird gets pushed out the nest, it's either you're going to fly or you're going to fucking, hit the ground and shit. Mm-hmm. So when it was like I kind of fell into this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of like I went to it was an audition, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Jam Master Jay, you know what I'm saying? The good people like Def Jam at the time was like, yo, this guy named Forrest Whitaker is directing a movie. So I want you dudes to go in there and audition. So we all went in there, me, Sticky, Sun C, Big DS, we all went in there, we read the lines. And before I left, the casting director was like, yo, can you come back tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, I could come back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. She was like, all right, we'll come back tomorrow and do the same thing you did today. I was like, all right, cool. I went the next day, and then I met Forrest Whitaker, and I met Bokeem. And then that's what Forrest Whitaker was like, yo, I want to give you the job. You think you can handle it? Are you serious enough? Because this is no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, let's do it. And he gave me a way out. You know what I'm saying? He gave me another passion that I didn't know I had. You know what I'm saying? Because once I started, and once the camera said action for the first time, I was like, yo, I love this shit. So after that, it was only right to keep pursuing it. You know what I'm saying? So then I started going to a lot of auditions. A lot of auditions I didn't get. A lot of auditions I did, like Sunset Park, mm-hmm. Clockers, some of the early movies, you know what I'm saying? And, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I mean, we've seen you in many movies. I think in this year alone, maybe last year, you had like 6 movies. Kill Box. I see a bunch of joints. We also seen you on a bunch of other television series, from Law and Order, New York Undercover, one of my favorite series. But Moesha has to be something that people notice you for. When acting in a film and acting on television, what are the differences between the two? Because I'm assuming television is more treacherous because you're doing it more on a daily basis.
No, I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's more treacherous. Yo, actors, let me tell you something. Actors on movie sets and TV shows getting paid a lot of money, man. Ain't nothing treacherous what they doing. I'm going to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? The people, the frontline workers, the people working in the hospitals, and those they got treacherous work. You know what I'm saying? And actors, they got it good. You go to your trailer, you get fucking makeup put on, you got fucking food laying around every fucking where. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying, fucking at your call. All you got to do is deliver. You know what I'm saying? Show up on time and deliver. So it wasn't hard. But the difference between acting on TV and movies, I just think that acting on TV is just more of a steady pace. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go. It's more of like a regular job. Whereas a movie, you might do it for a month, 2 months, and then you off to do another movie. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's just more stable, but it's the same shit. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mercedes-Benz, BMW, same shit.
Out of all the movies you've been in, what is your personal favorite? I mean, we've seen you in a bunch of movies, from Light It Up, down to Loyalty and Respect. I mean, there's been a lot of movies. I think you must have like 50 films under your acting belt. But which one is your personal favorite?
I would have to say Sunset Park, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, shooting that movie Sunset Park was like, that was the cast ensemble we had was crazy, and just playing basketball every day. I love sports, you know what I'm saying? And we just had a lot of fun shooting that movie, man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still cool with some of the people today, you know what I mean? A lot of the cast members I'm still cool with. So we kind of built like a Sunset Park for life type of family, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Sunset Park was definitely one of the favorites, but I mean, Clockers, that was fun, you know what I mean? Shooting in Gowanus projects in Brooklyn, that was crazy. Shooting Strap was fun too. Strap was one of the illest hip hop movies because people don't know how many hip hop niggas was in Strap.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people in there.
Yo, you had Chi Ali, Busta Rhymes.
Shout out to Chi Ali. Round of applause, Chi Ali.
Chi Ali was in there. Busta Rhymes, Moni Love, Yo-Yo. Who else was in it? Kumo D, Sticky Fingers. Who else? My man Dynamite, he was in it. Who else was in? Yo, it was a lot of rappers in that shit. Forrest Whitaker, like, he was a hip hop. That was some hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really think about it, like, damn, that shit was crazy. And I remember when we did Strap, Nas Effects was the biggest shit on the streets because when them niggas came to do their scene, Onyx wasn't even out yet when I was doing Strap. You know what I'm saying? Like, the album ain't come out yet, so niggas ain't know who I was. I was just, you know, a little acting nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when Nas Effects, when them niggas was on the set, when them niggas left, them niggas jumped in the BMW, little kids was chasing a car. Like, yo! Like 20 little kids chasing their car where them niggas drove off. I was like, yo, I want to be like, I want Onyx to be like that one day. Word up. We gonna be like that. Like, not mad, but like, shit, we gonna be like that one day. Yeah. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? It's
something amazing to look to. If you're watching right now, Boom Bap Nation, there's a Zoom link. You can actually join the call and talk to Fredro Starr. I have Tragedy Gaddafi also popping up soon. So the impact acting in hip hop has been one of the same. I think maybe, at least in my generation, you know, Ice Cube was kind of like the first guy that we kind of saw. But to see it go to where it is now, where it's like television shows and it's just multiple platforms and multiple movie deals. The future of hip hop, do you think we'll ever have like an actual like hip hop full production? And what I mean by that, how we watch someone like Tyler Perry, let's say, right, where he has like an actual movie studio and these type of things going on. Will we get anything like that for hip hop?
Yeah, I'm sure, man. It's definitely gonna happen. And right now, what things is changing, and you know, people actually, the corporate giants are starting to realize they've been wrong for years, and they're giving back. You know what I'm saying? So right now, it's time to get black studios and black production companies and empower, you know, just hip hop in its own self. You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop is the one culture that brings all races together. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, whatever you like, we all love hip hop. So you can't really say that for country music. You can't say that for rock and roll music. R&B, I mean, yeah, but hip hop brings all cultures together. So I think there will be a hip hop label. There's already a hip hop streaming service. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I think we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah. Fredro, I gotta ask you, because people are asking that the comments are just going straight down, and people asking about an Onyx reunion. You know, is there an Onyx project possibly in the future? I mean, we know you rocking kind of on the solo wave right now, but just in general, I guess the fans kind of want to know where that whole thing stands.
Well, me and Sticky, man, we working on an album right now. We working on actually 2 albums.
Okay.
Word, it's crazy. We knocked out the first joint. It's called The Crack Tape. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Produced by these kids from, I think these kids is from Chile. These some South America. Yo, they got some, these niggas beats is crazy, my nigga. Like, we had to find the right production. So since working with Snow Booms and, you know, putting our weight the fuck up in Snowmags, now we got this Crack Tape, but everybody asking for Sun C. Yeah. So, you know, I really want Sun C to be on this project. If we could get Sun C to be on this project, man, that'd be crazy. But if he can't be on the project, the Crack Tape is still coming out probably before the year end out, man. It's called The Crack Tape. And I think probably one of the first singles is a joint called We Got You. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to get this nigga named the Inphamus Youngin on the album too. You know
round of applause for that. Let's do it.
Some nigga I heard on the radio. I thought, the nigga, first of all, this nigga named Youngin, Inphamus. was that the nigga name? I was like, yo, who the fuck is Young and Infamous? So I'm trying to Google this nigga, like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga with the ill voice? And you said some shit, you said some shit about the size of soda cans or the size of, you said you got guns the size of soda cans or some shit like that. I was like, yo, hold the fuck up. That line was crazy. I said, yo.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
you know, I like to be a student of hip hop. And I also like to play my position, much like you played your position through hip hop, where, you know, it's a time and roll everything. And now my position has become to make sure that the audience knows that, you know, legendary artists are still creating music and still creating dope content. I definitely appreciate that compliment coming from you, especially on this live series. It means a lot to me. I hold hip hop and lyricism at such a high standard. So you heard some new music from me today on the radio, but we have some new Fredro Starr music coming out. We have a video coming out Monday, and we have a new project coming out. Let's talk about that.
Well, it's a joint called The Few Joints. The album actually had like 7 joints on it. I was going to put an EP with 7 joints. It had a whole different name and shit, and then a lot of sample clearance, man. A lot of shit that get cleared. So it's 4 joints. So I was like, let me just call it A Few Joints. You know what I mean? Just give niggas a few joints while this pandemic shit is popping off. Yeah. I had the joints in the, they was just sitting on my computer, you know what I'm saying? Shy Skills, the first producer for the first album. This is the first time I worked with him since Back the Fuck Up album.
Oh, so it's been a while.
Yeah, Shy Skills was in New York, and we was in New York at the same time, and shit. He was like, yo, where you at? I'm like, I'm in New York. He's like, yo, word? So me and Shy Skills, we did some business, and we caught a bag, you know what I'm saying? And we caught a nice little bag. He was like, yo, let's go to the studio and shit, this work. So we was going to the studio with Shy, you know what I'm saying? We in the studio doing our thing and shit. And everything off the album, I've been telling niggas, like, I didn't write nothing. I was too in my zone, you know what I'm saying, partying. We was just, you know, having a good time. I couldn't even think about writing, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't in that frame of mind. Everything was just off the, you know what I'm saying? Like, not a freestyle, but it was just off the top, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's called The Few Joints. The first video we dropping is a big up to one of the illest rappers in the game, Phife Dawg, you know what I'm saying? And Phife Dawg, to me, you know, I think he's very underrated too. He's a very underrated MC. When you listen to this shit, you really listen to it. The nigga is nice. And he always gave it up for Onyx, man, on multiple records. Always gave it up for niggas, you know what I'm saying? I hear that shit, but every time I hear that coming from him, like, Tribe Called Quest, them niggas was, come on, that was like, nigga, they was everything to hip hop, you know what I'm saying, when we was coming up. Dayline, Tribe Called Quest, Phife Dawg. So I had this idea to flow on the record using a lot of Phife Dawg, I just got into my Phife Dawg bag, you know what I'm saying? So the first verse and the second verse was, even the chorus, you know what I'm saying? Middle finger goes, so you punk MCs. Everything was kind of like from Phife Dawg, and I was just like giving it up for Phife, you know what I'm saying? Because I really think he's underrated, and people kind of like forget that. So I had to, you know, give it up to the Queen's legend, man. So yeah, that record right there is called Punk MCs.
Yeah, rest in peace, Phife Dawg. So Fredro, so one of the things that we do here in Boom Bap Nation, we have something called the Punchline Academy. We develop MCs. We do Instagram live ciphers and battles, and I've been able to put 39 MCs on Shade 45, a live cipher. So I think we actually have some guys that want to come in and spit some bars, and you can give them kind of like your genuine, real.
Everybody come behind me in the bathroom. Come on.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go. Hey, yo, I'm live right now? Mob up.
Yo, he hype. Somebody hype right now.
Hold on, I can't see you. Who do we have right now?
Hey, yo, it's your boy Castro Zaytan with the Blood Brother Movement. You can follow me on IG. Castro
Castro, I can't see you, Castro.
Huh?
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, yo, this your boy Castro Zaytana with the motherfucking Punchline Academy with your boy Inf. You know what the fucking vibes is going on. Find me on Instagram, Castro with a K _ Zaytana. Shout out to motherfucking Onyx. We about to slam on these niggas. Fredro, let's get this shit fucking popping. Yo,
let's go.
Yo,
let's go.
Bitch, what begin to fucking the brick, discussing the flip, pumping in front of your lip. GPS fucking get fit. Information that you told it wasn't a tip. Jumping the hood of a whip, headed to the midget, thinking in the European with something that's stuck in a zip. Man, Nike in the chain coming. How be similar when the door crack. Feds day, you'll be gate coming. Till you see that report that. Red rims in a Porsche black. See you sucker, she gon' walk back. Say with a Max source at. Free and low, he up North Strap. Yeah, macaroni in a mix. Cover Cody here, bitch. Holy Max Moody, book of rappers, holy sober, give it back to homie and tick. How you saw it looking snowy and shit. How the space did it, Bowie the whip. Fly nigga, my portfolio, bitch. Run up with the Tommy and shit. Yeah, pull up in the yellow spur. By the way, I'm yellow fur. Middle finger to them ghetto birds. White Timmy's marshmallow worms. More or less, see that the oak had to burn. Many called mellow jers. Motherfucking holy grail. Matter called a league and not down until swerve. Woo. You heard what from who? Not every like it was saw. Frankie who Porsche. Nigga, my diamond the frost. Niggas is spiking the soft. I get it right from the north. That was second the fourth. Niggas be transforming when they can't call them, but the fragile is like in the frost. Help us end up with the trap shit. Love with the trap shit. In love with the fucking trap and mouth with the dungeon and dragon shit. I mean, what's up with your maggot? Homie, what's up with your fashion? Hoping I pull up and like just something that's happened. Say it with you on my jacket, 40 below. Go with the note of your jacket. Get it over the bad, but say it with the newest shoot on the sort of a hat. But look when I book with the package. I'm shooter. Think for the most of the band. They sell them go open the package. Have a booking that you're booking in public and traffic. Get you in touch with the savage. I need the Vatican. So the number is son of a javelin. Hey, with the fist fighting the battling. Get you body, that's where the Carolyn. Nigga track stuff from a back stuff at the last summer, May Magdalene. Nigga white boy getting projects. You don't play ball like we traveling. I'm sounding like a talisman. Fucking bullet through your abdomen. Got a trunk full of that Allison. If I ain't part of this embarrassing, I send it through you through express mail. Have a nigga extra doorstep bell. Hit the button like a next tail. Or flag a chico like a red tail. How about design for it? Born 1985 for it. See it through my third eye horse. Yeah, thank God I'm alive for it. Time for us with a 9 long. This is all white like a drywall. Get Cartier. So my eyeball with a bad bitch. See a size 4. Yeah, fucking the seat. Fucking the seat. Yeah, fucking the seat. Like you gonna footwear. Out of body with a cush clear. Pull a nigga, I'ma kill a nigga with a 9mm head. Do it with I can still get her. She can fly to the read a bed. But he build figures, so he heal figures like he's ill, killing like he's dead. Come on.
Castro, super dope. Fredro.
That
nigga 1, 2, 3, go! Slam! Let the boy be born! Slam! And let the boy be born! Slam!
There you go.
Yeah.
Super dope. Fredro, so I met Castro actually on Instagram through the Punchline Academy I was telling you. And Castro does something amazing where we couldn't see him in the beginning, but he actually raps while he beats on the wall.
No, I saw that. I just want to know how long he been home. You know what I'm saying?
Castro,
yo, man. Yo, man. Hey, yo. For the culture, for Onyx, for Naughty by Nature, for the fucking culture, for hip hop. Let's go.
Yo, you crazy, my dude. You crazy, my dude.
Yo, thank you, bro. Yo, you have no idea. You gotta go to my page, bro, and see the fucking shit Yo, bro, my shit is insane in the mid-brain.
I'm gonna tap in with you for sure.
Yo, man, I'm telling you. Yo, bro, my shit is...
your social media.
Oh,
social media.
Castro _ Zaytana. KASTRO _ Z as in zebra. AYTANA. I see you there.
Tap in on Instagram, nigga.
Hit me on Instagram, nigga. Hey, yo, look.
Hey, yo, this is a good way to start the session, man.
If I just built the studio. Look, I built the studio and shit right here. Look, got everything set up, bro.
He's ready.
He ready.
He's ready.
I'm ready.
He's ready. Round of applause.
Let's go.
He ready. Castro nasty.
He's ready. Boom Bap Nation live interactive series. I have Fredro Starr. MCs, if you want to jump in and spit some bars, I'm gonna let 2 more guys come in. And fans, you want to ask a question? There's a Zoom link in the chat. Vin, who do we have next? We have some more MCs. All right, let's pull them through.
That was impressive. They got to come with it now.
Yeah, super. Once again, follow me on Instagram at the Inphamus Amadeuz. Follow Fredro Starr. Fredro Starr, new album dropping, new video drop Monday. We have another MC, Absolute the Rapper.
Yo. What it do, and your nigga Absolute the Rapper, BX Long Money Island. Fredro, what's good, man? Onyx, throw your guns in the motherfucking air.
What's good, King? Salute, King.
What's good? Yo, I'm from Bayshore. I fuck with your nigga Johnny Vogel. That's my son.
Oh, yeah,
Johnny
that's my dude. You know, Johnny Vogel, Rappers and Ballers podcast coming soon. Yo, what's good, homie? What's good?
Yeah. Look, I'm going to spit some shit about this Corona shit. If you might have heard this shit, check it.
Let's do it.
They call her novel Corona. I'm about to write me a novel about this bitch named Corona. She got me trapped in the house. I gotta put a mask and gloves on every time I go out. And every time I cough and sneeze, I gotta cover my mouth. She get inside of your lungs. It makes it harder to breathe. I think she's falling in love, and that's a fatal disease. Questioning me, asking me why I lied for. She did me dirty, so I had to spray her with Lysol. New York and Jersey got hit hard with that bug. No sports, no casinos, can't even make it rain in the club. She more in the city, but she like to stay in the burbs, stay home, save lives, try to flatten the curve. I make a ginger tea and give a vitamin B, vitamin C. You gotta give a vitamin D. Obama said she was an imminent threat. Now we more in debt, at home waiting on the stimulus check. There's no work. It's back to putting crack in jars. This quarantine got me back in my bag of bars. No outside, no more the way it was. We inside and outside, we wearing masks and gloves. Looks like my occupation is performing operation while my ops are hating, they trying to control the population. Mask and gloves on, but I'm not the culprit. Mask and gloves on. I ain't trying to catch the COVID-19. Light green, ain't smoking Rex today. Shit trash, ain't gas. You better get away. Still ain't find a cure for AIDS and cancer. But in a year to have a cure for COVID-19, we need some answers. My flow terrific. I'm so prolific. I'm so persistent. We from the projects. How we supposed to social distance? Myself. That's who I'm betting on. New York. We getting strong. Absolute the
Rapper.
On the project. How the fuck we supposed to social distance, nigga?
Fredro was Absolute the Rapper. Any constructive criticism? Any feelings on what you spit?
Nah, that shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? He definitely, you put it together, you know what I'm saying? And when you rhyming about a subject, I did a Corona freestyle too. That shit should have been on my shit, you know what I mean? Like, we should have, I think, yo, he said some shit in there, you know what I'm saying? He's nice. So, yeah that shit was popping, you know what I mean?
I appreciate you. Absolute the Rapper. Shout out your social media real quick.
That shit was popping.
Absolute the Rapper. Absolute the Rapper. Follow me, Fredro. Absolute the Rapper. I got some videos on YouTube, Absolute the Rapper, all that, man. SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let's collab.
when a nigga spit a verse, once you got one line that's gonna stick with a nigga, like, we from the projects, how the fuck we gonna social distance? Yo, that shit was hard. Like, that line right there was crazy. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, keep doing your 1-2, my nigga. We right here. You already know.
All right, Absolute the Rapper. Appreciate you coming through. Vince, I think we have one more rapper, right? Vince? All right, let's bring in Q, you amazing most, the next artist. And Vince, do we have any people for questions? So people are saying they're trying to click in the link, but they can't get in on Facebook. All right, cool. All right, so Q, you amazing most. Let's bring it the next artist, the final artist that will let rap. And artists, if you actually want to come on these thing to rap, you have to join my Punchline Academy, which I do on Instagram. We have Fredro Starr, new album coming out soon. We have the video actually coming out on Monday. And we're waiting for this video. Is this project produced by the Snow Goons, the new project that we have?
Nah, this like I said, this album is produced by Shy Skills.
Shy Skills, classic, as you told me earlier.
Yeah, he passed away, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, these are the joints we was just doing before he passed away. And yeah, man, that's why this album is kind of special to me. Well, not album, EP. That's why it's kind of special, because, like, I'm never gonna get a Shy Skills beat again. Like, this is it. Like, you know what I mean? This is like our, you know, kind of like us still represent hip hop, even while he's not even here in the physical state, he's still banging joints, man. Like his production, Shy Skills production, like niggas like Pete Rock, Large Professor, niggas like Primo, niggas like RZA, they know who Shy Skills is. Like a lot of people might not know, you know what I'm saying? But those 4 producers,
they know,
which I consider, you gotta throw Dr. Dre the best producers in hip hop.
Yeah. The upper echelon, the Mount Rushmore of hip hop. And on that note, we actually have another MC. So peace, brother. I got Fredro Starr here. Shout your name and your social media. Peace, you hear me?
Yo,
Peace.
yo. You see me?
Yeah, we see you.
Yeah, it's Q. You raised the most privy, like fucking Queens, New York. So shout out to the motherfucking hip hop movie legend, Fredro Starr in the building. Let's go.
Turn your phone down first. Turn your phone down.
Yeah, you got your phone down. Your audio's kind of hit. You heard?
You can hear me better? Is it better?
Yeah, a little bit.
You hear me better?
Yeah,
we hear you.
Way better.
All right, check it out. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
I said, yo, I get the urge to just start manipulating words. I just want to try out different ladies' curves. Niggas think it's tricky when they see a nigga splurge, but I came up off that pimpancy. I'm different from these herbs. That's absurd. I'm way more amazing than you heard. It's a wild life. You can snick a nigga bird. Get a wild hype, have a naked in the fur. This ain't childlike, this the shit that I deserve. Yo, I work hard for this. My flow marvelous. In one bar, get your favorite artist diss. Went far, even though I grew up fatherless. As far as New York rap, I'm a starter kid. You feel me? Bring your best lyrics and your Mets fitteds. A goon as your hype man screaming, let's get it. A fresh pair of cheese in the white V-neck. If I'm in that RL, then your wifey's next. Check. Fat boy, nigga, I could pop any chick. Straight shots though, I don't do the privy mix. I'm doing 54 down 55th. I'm getting playing BK like a Biggie diss. If he mumble on his mic, tell him give me this. What's the price of life when you motherfucking penniless? Listen, and I don't do penniless hoes. A bitch you straight hopeless like a penny with hoes. I grew up on the Kiss, I remember the code. I ain't have a home phone number, I lived on parole. I done sat in prison, I done been on parole. I done trapped for niggas, now I give it and go. So fuck that Google shit. I show you how to shoot some shit, how to move a click to your Ruger click. You disturbing the peace? Yeah, that's ludicrous. You heading for a bag or can just like tuna fish. And I don't care if it's boom, bap, or that new trap. All these motherfuckers in the room, whack. Sun stay high like it's noon, facts. Now I got you open like the moon. Black, I got chips on any strip they threw me on. Big 40 cal in the Call of Duty Rubicon. You ain't never seen that? Get your Google on. I'ma shop Maya in the silk when I'm moving on. It's 1/5 for the Sinister Six. So if you in your Carmelo, remember the Knicks. Cause we started from the bottom. I've been in the mix. Now my money got me problems. I be itching to fix. I just be walking in the booth, talking to the youth. Yeah, hit that good that had me coughing like I'm Snoop. A gun in arms reached and of course I'm going to shoot. When you could get poor pierced, of course you the truth. Listen, that's amazing like I'm black, like I'm Asian. I ain't chatting, I ain't chasing, I ain't ratting, but I'm racing, nigga. In this world, you either trapping or you taking, nigga. All my girls is either Latin or Jamaican, nigga. All they do is sit wrong and get dumb. Out the car window screaming us against them. I'm trying to fit the whole world under this thumb. If I can move a mountain like Usher did, son, one more time, you probably never touched the big gun. Even Queen say where that Flushing kid from. You gotta live your life because you only get one. So if you ain't got no haters, then you better get some. Q, you amazing most. All
right, Q, you amazing most. Fredro Starr, that was Q, you amazing most. Any thoughts, any constructive criticism?
Yo, I love New York hip hop, you know what I'm saying? He had a few bars, you know what I'm saying, that fucked me up. He said, fuck that Google shit, I'll show you how to shoot some shit. So yeah, he was cool, you know what I'm saying? He got he got the big man swagger, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I love New York hip hop. I love that corner shit, that ghetto shit, you know what I'm saying? That's ghetto. I fucks with that, you know what I'm saying? Every nigga that was rocking today was all right.
I appreciate it. Q, you shout your social media real quick.
Yo, it's Q, you amazing most. The most amazing AMAZEN everywhere. Just check me out. Album dropping 7/15, July 15th.
All right, appreciate you. 11 o'clock on my Instagram. Fredro Starr, I mean, thank you for taking some time to listen to some of these unsigned artists. They're really working hard, and like we were talking a little bit, there's not a lot of media outlets to kind of shed light on the newer hip hop guys as well, legendary guys. So we have this new project coming out, and we have this video coming out Monday. Any final thoughts you want to say to the Boom Bap Nation, the citizens of Boom Bap Nation?
Nah, man, it's been real. You know what I'm saying? Boom Bap Nation, that's what we live for. We've been doing this shit over 30 years in hip hop.
Yeah.
The new Onyx album, that shit, the crack tape, that shit be coming later, like, you know what I'm saying? Later towards the year when nigga gotta put the coats on and shit, you know, the Timberlands and all that. So that's for that weather. We gotta release that shit when it get cold, you know what I'm saying? That's that cold music. But yeah, man, a few joints is out right now, all platforms. Salute, my nigga, keep doing your 1 2.
Yeah, that was Fredro Starr. Round of applause. We have Boom Bap Nation. Don't go nowhere. We have Tragedy Gaddafi. He's gonna be pulling in. We're gonna play something on the screen while we transition to Tragedy Gaddafi. He also has the new project and some things coming out. Fredro, salute to you. Much support. Hopefully, you're gonna do Shade 45 tomorrow, so we'll hear you next week on Shade 45, and look forward to working with you in the future.
You too, my brother. Keep doing your 1 2. Love.
I appreciate you. Boom Bap Nation Live Interactive Series. We'll be right back after this message.
Say no more.